Nnamdi Kanu finally signed agreement for his bail. Jubilation as Justice Omotosho declared him innocent. Long time ago, long time ago, Justice Omotosho is supposed to have done this. He's supposed to have done this. Okay, now that he has done this, what's the way forward? What's the way forward? Because this man, Nnamdi Kanu, is not supposed to still remain in that very detention or even supposed to even be appearing in that very court of theirs. My dear listeners, I greet everybody out there who they listen to me through this very channel. You're all welcome to the Lord TV. Yes, so it's a thing of joy anyway that the IPOP leader Nnamdi Kanu has finally agreed to sign his bail, but on some certain conditions. Yes, I'll be playing you a particular video where you'll be hearing everything loud and clear, how it take happen and what actually made Nnamdi Kanu to say yes to this signing, and what likely will be the outcome after this very agreement has been signed. Please, my dear listeners, make una no go anywhere, make una help me stay behind as I will drop in this very video, because it really matters and it really, very important, because now the IPOP leader Nnamdi Kanu is prepared to record a big win. Make una watch this video.
When he did DSS custody, he talks say only the defendant and the team show for the video recording. The witness response say, now the procedure be that. He confirms him and the full recording with that. Agabi raised the issue of how Kanu don't overstay for detention and how he allegedly lived a lonely life for detention. The witness still talks say he be ordinary investigator and he not be responsible for the custody of Kanu or in welfare. Because he talks say solitary confinement no be the practice of DSS, no be a handler. The defense still ask if the prolonged detention of Nnamdi Kanu be legal, as it claims him a cruel and inhuman treatment in the past through. But the witness insists say him dey unaware of Kanu's psychological state and not be part of an investigative duty. You can see things where he goes, you can hear what he did.
Now they hear the matter, my people. Now they hear. So now they see say DSS then get their own.
DSS witness is actually saying.
They say DSS they get their own duty and their own responsibility. Now they say DSS they really they prognose for matter when you consign them. Now say all that DSS has been doing to Nnamdi Kanu actually is not supposed to be their responsibility, but they keep prognosing and keep doing what they have not been called upon to do. But well, no wahala. I thank God that the law is already prepared to surface, and as everything being equal, I don't think that even DSS itself will be able to escape this route of the law, because now everything is now showing very clearly that this is becoming over political. I'm telling you. So please, my dear listeners, I'm taking you back so that you get the full gist of this.
How you apply to grant him bail, or you apply for him to be sent to the appropriate facility where he can be treated like a human being. Having established the fact that he is not receiving proper treatment in the DSS dungeon, why should he still be kept there? It is time for Nnamdi Kanu to leave the dungeon. It is time for Nnamdi Kanu to leave the cell. It is time for Nnamdi Kanu to be free. I'm calling on Kanu Agabi and all the lawyers of Nnamdi Kanu to immediately activate the option, to activate the bill, start making concrete moves to remove that man from the DSS dungeon by any means, by any legal means appropriate that they can find in their books. Because it's obvious the trial so far has favored Nnamdi Kanu. There has been no argument, there has been no statements made in the court that does not favor him. Somebody you accused of being a terrorist, but up till today, you have not produced any document, any evidence, anything to prove that fact. And we have spent how many hours, how many days in the court? Could it be personal warfare? Because before you arrest a criminal, you should have evidence. So the lawyers should persuade the judge immediately they don't have anything on this man for years. Why are you keeping him? You don't have anything on somebody, and everything you is in yourself doing what? That is a kidnap or an abduction. Because before you hold somebody in a cell or facility, that person must be liable, culpable to some crime or suspicious of an activity that you can prove, or you have no business holding the person in the first place. Why are you holding him? Holding yourself? What is the offense? You must show it. If not, leave. So the judge should know this. So the lawyers should stand up and say, remember, it is not the judge's business to proclaim the prosecution and defense. It is your job as a lawyer to point out any misnomer, any abnormality going on in the case to the judge. And the judge will now give a decision upon it. So point it out that so far, okay, Judge, these people have not yet shown sufficient reason why they are in this court with me. These people are busy wasting the time of the court. That is very what you should say. Why are you people holding on to a man, bringing him out to court every day, every court day, and you have nothing to say? The mass witnesses that you marked them, people were hoping they had things to say. People were hoping that they had the whole world to say. That was why they were wearing masks. Ended up saying nothing for all the time they're coming to court. In fact,
Exactly. Since there is nothing else to say about the continuous detention of the IPOP leader, then what else is remaining? It's just for them to let him go and let him be free. So you can now see that the court does not have anything remaining to say or do, and even Justice Omotosho does not have anything else to present. So that is why this very agreement is very needed to be signed. And once it is signed, it's not just to be signed, but to be taken into effect, into action. The IPOP leader should be allowed to to leave that very detention with immediate effect, as his presence and also his immediate freedom will be very much of great importance. I don't know what anyone have to say about this, but with what has just been taken note of, I see that the federal government does not have anything else to present as evidence against this very young man. So since they don't have anything to say, since they don't have any other opinion to render, all the witnesses they brought to court, they have been exhausted with all their witnesses, and they don't have any other witness to bring to court. So what else? Let him allow him go and let him be free. So please, my dear listeners, let's share this video. It calls for celebration, it calls for jubilation. Thank you.